Hello, everyone. My name is Haobo Yu, and I'm recording this vlog for my intensive writing class. Our class is about games. We need to learn about what games is and think about the positive features of games, and then apply the strengths and advantages of games to our real life. I feel this class is very interesting because it totally blew my mind of my thoughts on games. Before this class, I my views on games are uh, were negative. I didn't like games, and I felt that playing games was a waste of time. I have heard stories happening in my life around my families that people like my age got addicted to video games, and they play video games all day long, and they never sleep and barely eat. As a result of the addiction, those people eventually don't socialize in real life. They just meet people in games and talk to people in games. They don't talk to people in their real life. But after this class, my views on games has been changed. First of all, I start to think that games have different categories. There are games that are video games that are more competitive to play, but there are also games which is like chess or poetry or sports like tennis, which are more entertaining and laid back to play. However, it is more interesting to talk about my switch of views on video games that I didn't like. Like I didn't like video games. The most impressive characteristic of games that I learned from the readings was that how games could motivate players and engage players and make players fun and give them energy and enthusiasm because each level of the game is designed at appropriate level, and it usually begins with level. So like players with not very skillful techniques, they would not feel it's too hard to do that, so they would be able to be engaged in the games and feel they are interesting in the games. And second, games also motivate people by giving the players a clear goal in a game or in each level of a game. Uh, each goal is designed very properly with certain limitations. For example, the lower level games are designed at a very easy level, and as the level goes up, the game is designed more and more with more and more difficulty. So games by the process of leveling up, games challenging the players because the uh, goals becomes more and more difficult. But the players also feel fun from the leveling up, from the higher level challenge, because imagine when you finish a task, like in the end of the semester, you have two papers, three exams in the final week of a semester, and after the last day of your exam, and you feel you accomplished every hard task, and you will feel so much happiness because it was a hard task and then you overcome it, and you feel the happiness of the triumph. It's similar in games. When people although it's a very hard task in the higher level of the games, but people still feel happiness because they will feel it's challenging to do the task, and they feel they become more and more powerful and more confident after they finish the hard task. So, in conclusion, now I feel games are good for people when people play it properly, and also games could work as a positive influence on people's life. Game could have potentially have a positive influence on people because games are designed so so well organized and with a clear goal, and also it could motivate people and make people interesting and engaged in playing.